Good morning. Hello, Bandit. Hi, Smokey. Hi, Todd. Good morning, Poof. Hi. Good morning.
Sorry if you can hear the water bowl in the back. The dogs have been outside playing and it's getting warmer now, so they're all drinking. But so far today, we have been outside planting trees and doing some stuff in the garden that I'll take you outside and show you in a minute. And then later on, we have some things to chat about. Some things that might be coming. I don't want to spill too much, but we'll sit down and talk everything over. Now I am in the mood to eat. Fortunately, my Hungry Root order came last night, so I will show you guys everything that was in it. And I also want to thank Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video. Hungry Root is amazing because it's like having your own personal shopper and nutritionist. So they'll take care of all of your weekly grocery shopping by recommending healthy groceries tailored to your taste, nutrition preferences, and your health goals. So for this week, I have some lavash bread. I have some whole wheat tortillas. I have 2 things of spinach. There's also this squash skillet as well as a super blend salad and this spinach and artichoke sauce dip. I also have 2 bags of this Prevail turkey jerky. This is a great high protein snack. I have been loving cutting up some apples and just snacking on this. Something about it has just been hitting the spot lately. I also have 2 little packs of these Partake chocolate chip cookies. And there's also this snack pack, organic flour wraps, 2 packs of avocado crema, some tzatziki, and some baby broccoli. And then when you lift this up, General Tso's chicken. And I also love to keep ice packs like this because they are great in my lunchbox whenever I'm flying, so I'll always refreeze these. Korean barbecue style chicken, some oven roasted turkey breast, and 2 packs of chili limon chicken. And lastly, there is some shawarma style chicken thighs as well as some Vermont sharp cheddar because this makes an awesome snack just for some extra protein. So my recipes this week are the super chicken avocado tacos, Korean barbecue chicken broccoli stir fry, General Tso's chicken in a veggie skillet, tzatziki shawarma chicken lavash wraps, as well as spinach, artichoke, and turkey wraps. But for lunch today, Chip and I decided to do the General Tso's chicken and veggie skillet. So I have the chicken right here, and then I'm gonna pop this in a pan and stir fry it. So if you wanna take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time, get 40% off your first box plus a free item in every box for life. Click the link below or go to hungryroot.com and use code CATNESBIT. That's 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with code CATNESBIT. What you think?
Really good.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yep, that's really good. I had to touch up my sunscreen. I also noticed that since going on walks and wearing long sleeves and stuff, my hands started getting a tan line. So now I have sunscreen all over. Here comes Lucy. Hi, Lucy girl. Can you say hi? Okay, goodbye. But the first thing that we did this morning were put the trees in here that have been over there just waiting. So this is our nectarine. This is a peach. Over here, where is it? Right here is a pear. And you're not gonna see it, but over there is our apple. It was so incredibly sad, but I had to take some of the flowers off. I basically had to put a little bit of weight on the branch to see, is the branch gonna be able to support a fruit here? And if it wasn't, I had to take it off. So that definitely, that hurts, but I'm ready to see if we get any fruit this year on our new trees. But the other thing that we ended up doing, so I was inspired when I was in Japan by all of their wildflowers, and I haven't really been into flowers, but oh my God, it was just so beautiful. We sprinkled a bunch of flowers. So I had 2 wildflower mixes, one that's good for birds and butterflies. I think there was another one for like bees and stuff. And so we had that as well as some sunflowers, which are really good for shade as well as trap crops. So basically we went ahead and sprinkled all of them around here and then around here. So hopefully they'll grow and line up nicely, and then we watered them in. So I'm super excited to see what's gonna end up popping up here and how well it's gonna do. But now to move into the garden. I don't know if the sound's good enough, but you can hear the donkey, our neighbor's donkey in the background. Oh, look who it is. Hi, Bootsy. Our small dogs love Boots, but these ones, not as much. Like, we still keep Boots far away from them too. But also, while we're over here, you may have noticed that we have these all planted. So we got them all lined up and we put onions in them. So there's 3 different onion variations in all of these. I also just sprinkled a little bit of marigold and basil in each one because they're good for companion planting. But also Chip got the final bed all built, so they're finally built out. And we got the measuring tape and got everything measured. So I think this is what they're gonna be. We do have some trellises that I got from Ross for a really good deal, except they are so incredibly hard to find because I'm really looking for another one of the obelisk trellises and I can't find them. I have been to like 10 different Rosses over and over and over again, and I somehow cannot find them. And there's like no way to know like when they're coming in stock or where they're gonna be. So that kind of sucks. But for these 2 beds, we also have some stakes that we're gonna stake in here and then do a trellis like all the way across. We are gonna start setting up the trellises soon. And we also were talking to our neighbor on our morning walk who said that the neighbor next to them had ordered soil from a place up the street in bulk and they'll come dump it at your house. So I think that's what we're gonna do to fill up these beds. Here's the legend himself who worked on a lot of stuff with me. And this is all trash, but from the windstorm, a lot of these planters had cracked and broken, so I got some new ones from the Dollar Tree. The greenhouse is still broken, not sure what to do, but we ended up putting them over here. And so essentially we staked them into the ground. We drilled a hole at the bottom of each one of these and then just went ahead and shimmied it on through. And then now I can just go ahead and turn. It's gonna be hard to do one-handed, but I can just turn these around. So each day I'll come out and turn them around. You can see some of the lettuce is ready to harvest. I can't wait to have like a fresh garden salad or like take some of the lettuce and put it on like a burger or a sandwich or something. So I'm planning to put strawberry seeds in one. I have some seeds that I bought and some seeds that I saved, and I'll probably do both because I have not had good luck with strawberry seeds for some reason. If anybody has any tips, let me know, because every time I've done this with seeds, I can't get it to sprout. One that I'm gonna do herbs, and then over here is all of my beans. So I had some black beans that I had potted inside the greenhouse that I went ahead and transplanted, but I still have like these 3 that I need to go ahead and put some seeds in. I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, but you might have seen I had a field day because I had bought like 100-something bulbs of different tulips and ranunculus and all sorts of flowers. And before we had the fence set up, I planted all of them. And then I found out as soon as I planted them that they're actually highly toxic to dogs if they get a hold of that. So then I was like, well, would I rather have a vet bill and a really bad scare or tulips? So I basically had to dig all of them out and basically do an inventory of everything that I could find. And there were a couple that I couldn't find, and I'll show you where they exactly are. Right around here, we noticed these 2 little things. So these had to be the 2 bulbs I couldn't find. But look, this one's starting to get a flower, so pretty. But after I dug them back out, obviously some of them got ruined by the shovel, but the ones that still looked okay, I put them in a bowl and had them in the garage because I was like, well, once we get the fence up, I'll try and plant them again, except a lot of mold grew in there. And so I don't know that most of them are gonna make it. I took a handful of the bulbs that still looked all right and just went ahead and potted them. So we'll have to see if we get tulips or not. If not, it's no big deal. I'll just get it out, throw them away, and then replant something else in there. Hi, Bootsy baby. And then I ended up moving this as well as the composter over here. So last year I had passion fruit in here, but for some reason it just did not look good. Like, it wasn't dead, it was like molding or something happened. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm thinking now, you guys give me your opinions on what you think, but I'm thinking about putting like climbing roses in here. But if y'all have any ideas what I should put in here, just let me know. And now the composter's over here too. Hi, Lucy. Let's get your brother and go inside. Good girl. Come on, Bronzy Bear. Good boy. Good boy. Also, I don't know if you guys saw it on my Instagram, but Boots finally started using this a little bit. So he was just hanging out inside there, but I haven't seen him use it again since, but I was super happy to see it's finally getting some use, even though it's super dirty and needs to be wiped down. It kind of feels weird filming in here again because this is where the Christmas tree was, and then it didn't come down until like February, and I haven't filmed in here since. So I finally wanted to chat with you guys. Now, everything I'm gonna be talking about is very much still in the idea phase. I just want to make that clear. But you know, sometimes things move quickly, and that's kind of why I want to tell you. And yeah, so let's just chat. So I guess the first thing I need to tell you guys, because I don't know if I ever said it, but Basically, my grandfather, I only have one still alive, and he was living up in Michigan, and I believe it was last year, after some health complications, my family actually ended up moving him in with my mom and my stepdad, and I believe it's called like a casita, like correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like their house, and then it's like a smaller house behind their house. So he's been living there, and they've basically been watching over him, taking care of him, and all that stuff. We also try to do family dinner, probably like once a month or so, where we'll go out there and just everybody gets together, we just do dinner, we chat, we play games. Well, it's kind of been like a running joke that we're gonna get a big piece of property and everybody's gonna move on it, and we're just all gonna have like a little community, I don't know, like a little community. But you know, sometimes an idea or a joke can have the undertone of reality. And I think that's kind of what this started doing. Like, I think it first was like kind of a joke, but then, you know, as you built on it and kind of just, you know, added to it, it's like, huh, this actually could be kind of cool. This actually might be something, you know? And I think, you know, the joke kind of left the group chat, if you will. But something that was never a joke is when Chip and I had moved out to our house like two years ago, I believe, we had discussed with my mom and my stepdad about them also moving out in this area because they're basically all out by themselves. They're like over an hour away from us, and you know, it would be nicer to have them nearby. I mean, I'm not old, my parents are old, but you know, as I am getting older, they are getting older, my grandpa's getting older. That's just how the world works, and I think I have always been a long-term thinker. I don't really think in the short term. I always think longevity, and I just thought it would be nice, especially with my stepdad having cancer, that they were closer. It would be easier on both of us, I think, to have each other and have a support system nearby. And they completely agreed. And so they had decided, you know, they did want to move closer to us. The only thing is that my mom and stepdad also have a house up in Michigan because my stepdad commutes for work and stuff. And so they were building that house, and that house just got built. So their timeline was not to move until at least another year out from now. Now, one of the non-negotiables about them coming out here is that they were looking for land. They wanted to have land. I think it was like no less than 5 to 10 acres, which makes sense because they have 22 acres where they're living now. That's something with our house that I told you guys, this is my dream house. And like, I meant that. I am obsessed with this house. I find it so beautiful. I just take care of it. I love it so much. But the one downside that that just like bothers me, it's only on an acre, which I know we're only on an acre. But if you have this idea of potentially having, you know, chickens and goats, but when you have this idea of like expanding out, you know, you really need land to be able to do those kinds of things. And like I said, you know, sometimes things move rather quickly, and I think that's kind of what's been happening, which is why I want to catch you guys up to speed, but also tell you this is very premature. So if things do move quickly, I want you to be in the loop, but also it might not even come to be. But I feel like because of kind of what's happened this last week, I just wanted to tell you guys. And basically my mom had messaged me, and she just happened to be looking at some different lots of land. Now there was one that she saw where it's like 3 different lots next to each other, and they all vary between 5 to 10 acres. And she was like, wouldn't that be fun if, you know, we had split the land? And it was like, yeah. And it was all like hee hee ha ha. It's like, yeah, whatever. Until all of a sudden she found another piece of property, which I have to keep some of the detail out of this, because when I'm telling you guys that this is spitting distance away from us right now, it is literally spitting distance away from us right now. So I'm gonna be a little bit discreet on this because it's very, very close to us. Basically, she found this other property, and I will just say it is over 50 acres of land at a really, really, really good price. And that's where the motors started spinning. And you know, I think everybody was like, interesting. Chip and I have already been interested because we saw that it's for sale, because like I said, it's very close. And we were wondering how much land it was and what the price was, but we never really looked into it because I think, you know, we're comfortable where we are. But then when my mom sent this, all of a sudden we started getting some ideas, and we're like, we could do this, we could do that. And you know, my stepdad has definitely been wanting some longhorns, and on that property, it's already agged for the acreage, and they have like goats, horses, cattle, longhorns, chickens, donkeys, like they have all sorts of animals on that land. But we started getting to chat and we were like, well, you know, also with how much land it is, if you wanted to build, you know, a couple more rental houses, that's something that we could do. Cause like we have our one rental house, and then my mom has some rental houses cause she's a real estate broker. Now, when you find land that much at that great of a price, it's definitely something to strongly consider. And I think that's kind of what we've all been doing, because we all started getting excited. And I think everybody started, you know, moving this vague hee hee ha ha into like, oh, how do we make this work? Like, let's start crunching some numbers. Let's, you know, look into different things about the land. But also, currently there's no houses on the property. There's a barn, but that is it. So for us to actually do something like this, we would be looking at building, both of us. So obviously a lot goes into that. There's a lot of things to consider that are both exciting, but also like, oh. So I don't know. I don't know what's to come. I don't know. If we go look at the property, I'll definitely try to take you guys along, because like I think that's pretty exciting. But this could be nothing. It really could be nothing, but it also could be something. Like maybe like this is the next move. I always have said, like, I'm a woo-woo person. I'm a woo-woo kind of girl. And I've always said, you know, when life gives you an idea, I think it's for a reason, especially when you get excited, like follow that excitement, follow that joy in life. I think it's important to have an intention and have a goal and have a vision, but also at the same time, having a non-attachment that, you know, this is what I'm striving for, but how it's gonna happen, I'm not attached to the outcome. What will be in the way it's supposed to be will always be. And you know, that's just it. And that's just kind of how I live my life. And I just follow, you know, my intuition, but also I follow the sparks of joy that I get. So yeah, right now, lots of questions, not a lot of answers, but I'll definitely be keeping you guys in the loop on how things go, and if this is really gonna be something, or if it's not at all, because who knows at this point. Hello, you guys. So I know this kind of like went in a completely opposite direction, because after talking with y'all, I ended up picking up London, and then I actually started vlogging this trip. But after I got off break, and then when we were going into the final service of the flight, I just started feeling so like nauseous and like not good. And so I ate some fruit and it kind of went away, and I was like, okay, well, it was just some weird thing. Then all of a sudden it was just getting worse, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take this one really easy, and I'm still kind of feeling that way. So I just got back to the room, but I did go run over to Joe and the Juice and picked up dinner. Originally, I was gonna go to Whole Foods, except they didn't have the tuna salad or chicken salad or salmon salad or any of that I was looking for, and I was just kind of in the mood for that. I'm hoping that like I'll get something in my stomach and then I'll just feel better. So I went and ran over to Joe and the Juice and got the tuna cotto, and I'm hoping this makes me feel a little bit better. Still hits though. Still hits. In case the fishiness was gonna be too much for me, I also just grabbed a blueberry muffin. I've never had one of their blueberry muffins before. It just looks like this. So that was like my backup. I was hoping they would have like an apple or just some fruit or something, but they didn't. But the other thing I'm a little bit nervous about is on this flight, there was also some people that were coughing and sneezing and stuff. So hopefully we don't get sick. I'm really not trying to go through that again. This is so good. I love the bread on this. I also have a big old thing of water here. But yeah, this one kind of feels like a weird video because I meant for it to be like an at-home vlog, and then it ended up just being like a hodgepodge of random stuff. I guess that's kind of life as a flight attendant. Just gotta go where the wind blows. And I needed some more hours for this month. So it actually kind of worked out, and it's good I picked this up. Anyways, but I also want to reiterate, just on the conversation that we had earlier, that again, this is very much in the idea phase. We are still in the idea phase. This could easily be something that we're like, you know what, this isn't what we're looking for, at least not right now. And yeah, or it might be something, and like I said, if we do go see the property, just to physically be there and see it, I'll try to take you guys along. But I definitely don't want to jump the gun, because obviously this is a big decision and a lot of things would have to go into that, a lot of factors at play. But it is something that we're thinking about. So with that being said, I'm not feeling my best, so I'm hoping after, you know, just lots of fluids and rest, I'll wake up feeling nice and chipper. But anyways, I want to get this video up to you guys, hopefully tonight. Hopefully while I'm in London, I'm going to get this video up for you guys. But if you did enjoy this very weird vlog, if you wouldn't mind giving it a big old thumbs up, pressing that subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye.